Hamsh entered the tent dedicated to the summoning of his god with the heart of fate tucked under his arm. Bison fat sizzled atop a large flat stone baking in a fire in the center of the tent. The rendered fat spilled from its edges into the flame, causing it to flare with fiery life. The aroma mixed with the fragrant incense burning in the corners, reached his nose and caused his stomach to waken with hunger. His journey back had been fraught. Demons from the Temple of Fate had hunted him. Powerful beings angered by his intrusion and the pilfering of the heart. He had lost 3 of his men to their savagery and honored their deaths with feasts of demon flesh once he dispatched them with the axe his god had gifted him. The weapon proved to be potent, a thing of fearsome power. The spirits of the fallen had wailed within the weapon, revolting against his touch. But his will proved too strong, and now they responded with subdued obedience. He was now their master, and they would serve him in his conquest. Hamsh set the axe beside him on the naked ground and placed the box with the heart of fate before the flame. The fire swelled and mixed with the smoke within the tent, forming the outline of his god. A ponderous voice filled the tent. "You have succeeded." Hamsh touched the haft of his axe, wondering if the blade would work against its maker. The spirits within it stirred. Intrigued by the promise of betrayal, he withdrew his hand and lowered his gaze. "Yes, fearsome one. I am your will." If his god had noticed his blasphemous intent, he did not acknowledge it. "Do you know what it is? I am only your servant." Hamsh hated the false humility forced upon him. For too long the orc had served one being or another as their blade. He wanted nothing more than freedom for his people, but would continue to do what was necessary. "It is the heart of fate." "Yes." The image of his god brightened and danced with the wavering flame. "But what is it? I am but a lowly servant." Hamsh ground his teeth, hating the taste of meekness. "No. You have proved to be more than that, Hamsh. Your deeds have elevated you in my eyes. I will grant you knowledge hidden from the rest of your ilk and most of the gods of this realm. It is the purest essence of fate, what darkness and light had gifted her. It is their love for her, the spark that had given her life. It is a thing of power beyond most gods." Hamsh felt the piercing eyes of his god measure him, cut through his deceit, and peel away the facade of his duty. He thought his god would brand him a traitor for the secret intentions within his heart and strike him dead. To his surprise, his god continued. "I have chosen you because we desire the same goal. Speak it." Hamsh felt his throat constrict. For the first time in his life, he felt fear and hated his god for revealing such weakness in him. He focused on the image of the dagger his father gifted him, the one with 2 faces on either side. The trick helped him find his nerve and peace. Freedom. His god barked a laugh. The heat of the flame swelled and threatened to burn Hamsh's flesh. "Do not show restraint." His god demanded. "It demeans you. Speak plainly. What do you want?" "The death of all gods." Hamsh closed his eyes, ready to die for his hubris. To his surprise, the flame receded. Within the swirling smoke, a speck of light flashed, lengthened, and widened, revealing a scene of an elf seated on a throne of bones, behind which loomed a massive, spiked skull. A metallic coating covered his right side from his waist to his temple. Hamsh grabbed his axe. "Who are you?" The figure leaned forward, uncaring of Hamsh's actions. "I am your god. Your people have called me many names, my true name forgotten since the time of turmoil. I don't understand." Hamsh needed him to continue speaking while he considered the situation. "You are an elf." "No. I reject the name given to us by the inhabitants of this realm. I once called my people Suanam, or simply the elevated. We were masters of our own realm. The man slammed his metallic fist against the throne. When he noticed Hamsh's attention, he held up the same hand. This realm has changed me, forced a change upon me I did not want. The same happened to your kind. We came to this realm to help our people and return them to their homes. But the gods of this realm hated the intrusion and sought to wipe us out. They did not consider our resistance. I don't understand. Hamsh released his grip on the axe. Speak clearly. His god frowned. Meddling gods. Even now they turn their attention on me when their existence is threatened by someone else. His god waved his flesh hand in a dismissive manner. We were both changed in this cursed realm, twisted by their jealousy. I have been preparing your kind for a final retribution. To punish those who had harmed us. To free us from this realm and return home. Home. Hamsh felt the oddness of the word on his tongue. We have a home. Yes. His god nodded, the memory of this hidden home softening his tone. It is a beautiful place, free of strife. It belongs to your people. It belongs to me. I will lead you there if you prove obedient. The word home crashed against his mind like a wave. His soul responded with an ache. Will we be free? Yes. What must I do? Gather my people. We wage war against the gods.